Hi everybody, welcome to Unboxed. I'm your host DFX, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, I'll let you know what we're going to be opening today. The video that precedes this introduction was originally live on my Twitch channel on December 3rd, 2021. And it's basically me for an hour and 42 minutes opening up my Hallmark Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments. And you know, it was really a cool kind of trip down memory lane for me. I had a bunch of ornaments. I hope you stick with me through the whole video, and I hope you enjoy it. This is part two of, if you joined me yesterday, part one was me getting up my Christmas tree, and now I'm back for part two. I'm trying to adjust the camera here, guys. And in this stream, I'm going to be opening and unboxing my Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments that will be going on my tree this year. And yeah, we'll go from there. If you were with me yesterday on my stream, I actually put up my North Pole Village. Wait, let me there. But there it is. It's all set up, and sorry, it's looking a little weird there, but there's my North Pole Village that I got all set up. Santa's North Pole Village that I've had for, God, I want to say a good 25 years or so. But get back to the point here on this one. We're gonna sit here and open up my mini Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments that I've gotten over the years. Yeah, so yeah, this is going to be quite an undertaking here. Let me get going here, because I don't want to be here for the rest of my afternoon. I have some other stuff I got to get going on. So, all right. And usually how I do this every year, you know, my phase one was getting up the tree, the village, and that was my phase one yesterday. Yeah. And phase two is unboxing all my Star Trek ornaments that I've gotten over the last couple of years. You know, I've got ornaments going back to not the very first one. That is the only ornament I don't have from Star Trek, is the very first Enterprise they put out. I want to say 1990 maybe. But I'm because I know the second one was the Spock shuttlecraft, which I have. And that was 91 maybe when they started doing them. Like, yeah, there's so many, but I got so much stuff I have to weed through here, because I just kind of last year just kind of threw it all in. I got a big tote because I was running out of space, and I had an older tote that was kind of didn't have enough room for all this stuff. Man, I didn't realize I had all this. Anyway, let's see here. I have a lot of stuff in here. It's not Christmas or Star Trek ornament wise. Should have went through this before I started streaming, but let's see. Thanks for joining me, whoever just popped on here. I'm DFX, and if you joined me yesterday for my first part of my stream, I put up my Christmas tree, put up the North Pole Village, and yeah, but this time I'm hopefully going to get my Star Trek ornaments up. Well, at least unboxed. I have so many of them, and I'm trying to decide which ones I want to put up this year, because every year Hallmark puts out new Star Trek ornaments, so I'm kind of like, okay, so I'm going to try to make some decisions on which ones I want to put up this year. Okay. All right. I think I'm about ready to open up the first ones I'm going to open here. Okay. So, all right, here we go. One I don't have in the box is this classic City on the Edge of Forever. I got this from a friend at work. He had a couple of them, so he's like, "Do you need this one?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have it yet, but the when they were first putting out the ornaments, they actually made the ornaments so you could plug into light strings and stuff. But as they progressed, they've kind of started making them all battery operated, which I don't really like. I really like them glowing all the time and twinkling and stuff, but now they've put them all in battery form, and I'm like, I guess that's okay. But let's see, not gonna put that one up this year because I've got to make decisions on, because I have so many I have to make decisions on which ones I'm gonna go up. But I guess I'll start out with the ones that I got last year for Christmas, which were the ones that you all plug into the same stream and it interacts with the tree topper. So it's all the original series mirror ones. These are definitely going up on my tree. But now I'll get them open here but yeah, so if you join me on my YouTube channel, you know that I do unboxings. So I guess this is kind of an unboxing, but here's Uhura from the classic episode Mirror. That one's going on my tree for sure. I'll set them to the side here. And no, I will not be, that's going to probably be another thing down the road this holiday season. I usually have a three-step plan on this, and I usually, get the tree up, the village up one day, unbox the figures the next, and then usually works out till Sundays is when I get the ornaments on the tree. Itself, let's see. So here's the Zulu. Get the Zulu one open. So yeah, but these all are part of a new line that they started last year called the Storyteller line, and they all will say their specific dialogue from the episode of the classic series Mirror, which also entails working in corporation with my tree topper. Like I said, I've been getting all these ornaments probably since 1991. Yeah, 25th anniversary is the original series. So it's kind of like, but here's the Captain Kirk mirror, and and this will also go along, because there are now the new ones that have come out this year from Hallmark are the Spock and Chekhov, which will have lines and stuff that will incorporate with the three that I just opened, which is, I think, really cool. I don't know why in particular they chose the Mirror episode, because there's so many other, I guess it's because it was one of the better Star Trek episodes from the original series. Yeah. Let's see here. Well, I guess I'll just start undoing them here. Let's see. Just out of I tried to upload, I hadn't tried to upload the Twitch stream from yesterday to my YouTube, but I did try to upload, because I had also done a Facebook Live, and it got blocked. And I kind of knew it would be, because it had Home Alone playing in the background, like the whole stream. So I may not be able to, or Facebook stream, and I put it to YouTube. So I may not be able to, you guys may not ever be able to see that on my YouTube channel unless I do a lot of editing to it, like blur out the whole picture or whatever. So next ornament I'm going to put up on my tree this year is from what episode was this from? This is from the classic series Man Trap, and this is one of it's got sounds, so I'll play it for you.
Captain's log, continuing. The Enterprise has been invaded by a creature capable of assuming any form and with a capacity to paralyze and draw the life from any one of us. She's not Nancy Bones. It killed 4 crewmen. Yet, the creature, it kills. It needs salt to live. My guess is she needs more. You want it, Nancy? Come and get it. It's killing the captain. Shoot it, Doctor, quickly. Ah! More
So that's some classic lines from the classic series episode The Man Trap, and that's going up on the tree. Yeah, I've got so many ornaments, so many. I'm going to share with you the ones I'm not putting on the tree this year also, but I'm not going to unbox those. And it's basically, I do have Star Trek ornaments or Star Wars ornaments as well, so that one's not going up. This one's not going up. I don't have enough room, and it's not that I have a big tree, and you guys probably noticed that in yesterday's stream. But yeah, it's not going to be a feasible thing for me. At least that way. So those are two that I have, but will probably not be going on the tree. Let's see. I guess the next one I'll get out here is a little classic scene from the original series called the Menagerie. It also has sound. You know, I'm hesitant to like put this video up now because I don't know what they will consider, at least on my YouTube, because I don't know what they'll consider copyright. Like, definitely can't put a whole movie up on your, because I definitely got striked. Well, I didn't get strike, but I took it down right away after I uploaded it because it just was not working. So, but here's the classic scene from the Star Trek episode Menagerie.
You know why I've come, Captain. It's only 6 days away at maximum work, and I have it well planned. Do you know what you're doing? Have you lost your mind, Captain? Jim, please. Don't stop me. Don't let him stop me.
Mr. Spock, would you care to take Captain Pike to the transporter room?
Thank you, sir. For both of us.
So that's some classic lines from the Menagerie. Oh, let's see here. Oh, what else we got? Let's go. Be bouncing around all the series, but the ones I got on top are pretty much from the original so far, from the original Star Trek. This one's from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. It's another talking ornament. Kind of one of my favorite ones because it's very representative of one of the famous scenes from it. Let's see. I'm not sure. This one's had problems working in the past, so let me see if I can get it to go.
They still haven't raised their shields. Raise ours. Their shields are going up. Lock faces or ties. They're walking bases. Raise shields. Fire!
So, you know, classic scene from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Always kind of, you know, that's pretty much everybody's favorite classic movie. Mine personally, though, Wrath of Khan was awesome, but I'm actually more of the Star Trek. I like Star Trek 6. I don't know. It was the final outing of the original crew, and it's always been my favorite. Khan was great, but I liked 6, and I don't know, just some of the references and some of the callbacks for future Star Trek shows, and I don't know, that we can all just sit and debate that until the wee hours, but Star Trek 6 was probably my favorite over Star Trek 2 and then Star Trek 4. But I like 6, 4, and 2. Maybe not in that order, but you get what I'm trying to say here. Let's see, where are we at here? Well, another favorite I've always put up every year is the Star Trek transporter room chamber. Always my favorite one. I have the big tabletop one, which will be under my tree again this year, but this one was always a special one for me as well, and I'll play it for you here. So simple, plain, and the new one that came out, I think a couple years ago before the pandemic started. It's very cool. It has actual sounds and stuff and dialogue from the series, and you can find that on my YouTube channel. I actually did, well, not a review, but basically an unboxing of that one. So go check it out. You can find me on YouTube, just DFX1701. Yeah. So let's move on here. Let's see here. What else am I going to put on? Okay, another classic ornament. Doesn't talk. It just hangs. It just hangs on the tree. It's Captain Kirk, William Shatner. But here, sitting in his captain's chair, thinking. Let's see what's out there, you know. But I put that one up every year. Oh, there's that. The cool thing about going through these is, like, this is actually the first year I've kind of I wanted to show everybody. And like I said, I appreciate the one person out there that's watching me right now. And thank you for doing that. It means a lot to me. You know, I'm trying to learn about this streaming stuff. And if you have people out there that like Star Trek or like opening Christmas ornaments or seeing Christmas ornaments, pass the word along, you know. And you know where I'm at here on Twitch. So, but I'm also on YouTube, DFX1701. That's my channel. So, let's see. Oh, so this is very important. Will plug in all my talking. Well, not my all these storytelling ornaments that goes along with the tree topper. So I'll have this out ready to go when I decorate Sunday. Let's see. Let's see. So as long as we're doing captain ornaments, I have all the captain ornaments. So let's look at here. So like I said, I bounce around from all versions of Star Trek. And this one is Captain Jonathan Archer from Star Trek Enterprise. You know, a lot of people ragged on Enterprise. I loved it. You know, it was a prequel that came before the original series with Kirk and stuff. So it started to come into its own towards the end of its run. It only was on for 4 seasons, but a lot of good episodes in that, especially in the last couple of years. So Captain Archer, played by Scott Bakula for Quantum Leap. All right, let's see. Moving on here. Okay, I'm going to show. I finally came across it as I'm digging here. This was the very first Star Trek ornament that I ever got. It was the very first talking Christmas tree ornament I've ever had. And this came out, came out in 1992. The original, it was the second Star Trek Christmas tree ornament ever, by Hallmark. And it was the Galileo shuttlecraft with I'll play it later for you down the road in maybe a future video. But this really cool because it had the voice of Leonard Nimoy as Spock, and it's the box and stuff. But this is probably my oldest ornament, my most treasured ornament, really, because it was my first Star Trek ornament. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, so that one always goes on my tree, no matter what. And it also plugs in the light. It has the plug-in for the lights and light thing, the light string. All right, moving on here. God, I got a lot of ornaments. Let's see here. Well, speaking of Mr. Spock, here's another Star Trek Spock ornament. If I remember right, I didn't get this one until much later. I think this came out for the, let's see, what year did this come out? This came out for the 30th anniversary of the original series. And we just this year, well, yeah, this year we're celebrating the 55th anniversary. So that's how old this specific ornament is. But here's Spock at his computer console. But I was very fortunate also to meet Leonard Nimoy before he passed away. So, and I have his autograph and stuff. That's also a very memorable thing for me as well. So, you know, live long and prosper. You know. Let's go here. I picked the pace up a little later streaming than I thought I was going to be today. I had some other stuff going on this morning, so let's see. I might just start picking at them because I got so many. Let's see if I can find another, because I have all the captains. Well, let's bounce to a different generation here. Coming up next, we got Commander Riker, played by Jonathan Frakes, with his phaser ready for action. What happened there? Why did I just blur out there? Come back, you Twitch. Come back. What's going on? Hope I didn't lose the signal. What's going on? There we go. Scared for a second. Didn't want to get going too much further without. There he is. He's a little phaser ready for action, and against a rock. Pretty cool. That one goes up as well. Let's see. That ornament came out in 1996. I'm going to start telling you the year the ornaments came out as I go along here. Just a little FYI information for you guys. So, another scene, classic scene from going back to the original series. From the classic episode, Trouble with Tribbles. I almost said the Deep Space Nine episode, but here's a little action from that.
Until that board of inquiry, I'm still a captain. And as captain, I want two things done. First, find Cyrano Jones. And second, close that door.
You see the triples coming down the little shaft like they did in the show. But there's more to this one, but that was right towards, that was the final words from that episode. That ornament came out 2008. So I'm giving you a little history on the ornaments as well by saying when they came out as well. So another classic episode scene. Let's see. I'm going to tell you right now, I love my favorite Enterprise. I don't even know why. Is the Enterprise refit Enterprise A that showed up in the end of Star Trek 4. So yeah, this is probably my favorite Enterprise. You know, I like the refit they did for Star Trek the Motion Picture as well, but I like the A. I just like the design, the size. It was kind of my this came out in 2005, this ornament, and this was when they started, I feel like this is when they started doing the batteries for the battery powered ornaments. Not sure if this battery is up to date or whatever. Oh, it does. It still lights up. Haven't changed the batteries at all since 2005, so it still works. Kind of lights up on the side. But this is probably my favorite Enterprise. In no particular reason, I just liked it. It was in the final. It was in the end of Star Trek 4, Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier, and Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. Yeah, so that one was, I like the refit as well, but I don't know. I do have that one that they just released, I think, a couple of years ago from Star Trek, the motion picture, and Star Trek 2. Here, I'll show you that one. I could do a comparison, actually. This one came out in 2019. The size is different on this one as compared to the A when they did this. Yeah, this came out in the pandemic. During the pandemic, at Christmas, where it really got busy. But yeah, here's the Enterprise from Star Trek motion picture and Star Trek 2. But it lights up as well. Let's kind of do a side by side. I think, yeah, they're pretty identical. The motion picture one is a little bigger than the A one, but yeah, they're almost identical. But this one's a newer version, pretty much, of this one, and a little bigger and without the A. That's pretty much the difference. But I like them both. But I just liked it because it was the A, was continuing the line of Enterprises through pretty much every series. So let's go here. I've got a few other ornaments that may go on the tree, but I'll come back to those after I get through the Star Trek ones. I've got quite a few other ornaments. I mean, I showed some of the Star Wars ones, but let's see. Well, since we'll bounce around here, keeping up with more starships. This one is the Voyager. Came out during the 30th anniversary of the original series. Hallmark put it out then. This was, again, 1996 was the 30th anniversary, and it's the Voyager from Star Trek Voyager. And there was another one that plugs into your light string. So I always try to get the ones that plug into the light string up, because that was what made the tree magical for me when I started collecting these ornaments, was the ones that lit up, that twinkled, or a lot of the ones I have did talk for as well. So let's see, going on. Let's go. Got another one from 2019. This one's from the newest Star Trek, Discovery. This was the first one that they put out for Discovery. This one's a talking one. And it's Saru and Captain Berman. And it talks. Hang on here.
Are you really afraid of me? I am not. I am deeply jealous that I never got the chance you had. To be Captain Dorjo's first officer. You stood by her side and learned everything she had to teach. I never got that chance. If I had, I would have been more prepared for today. You did well. She would have thought so too. Her telescope. It's yours now. You should have the privilege to see the universe the way she did.
So, Star Trek Discovery from the pilot episode, first season. Let's see here. Moving on. Try to get all these boxes back together. So, big thing I found out yesterday. If you haven't heard, I can't really post I was gonna post my Facebook video on my YouTube, and I don't know if I said this already or not, but I can't post it because Home Alone is copyrighted, of course, and YouTube really frowns on the copyright stuff. So yeah, I mean, I could probably go back and try to edit it later, but I don't know. So it was, I didn't put the Twitch version up yet to try that one, but I'm gonna, because since I had two different angles, I'm only streaming from one angle today, just because there's a lot of prep that I had to do for that yesterday. So yeah, hopefully maybe I can get something put up, maybe the Twitch stream that I did with you guys yesterday when I was putting up the tree, but we'll see. I'm not really stressing about it. It just made made the people on Facebook, my friends on Facebook, be able to see from a different angle more than maybe down the road. I'll edit it or whatever. I don't know, but that's down the road. Okay, got another captain here. Getting on with this one came out in 1998, and it's Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager. And there she is. I'm really happy. There is a new, I don't know, a lot of you know maybe that there is a new Star Trek animated series out called Star Trek Prodigy, and they brought her, Captain Janeway, back, and she's kind of the mentor for this new crew. And they brought her back as a hologram, so it's worth checking out. It's on Paramount Plus, and it's a Nickelodeon series, so it doesn't take a lot of, even if you don't know too much about Star Trek, you'll learn a little about Star Trek as well, because they kind of target it towards little kids. So, but the graphic style is quite interesting. I like it, and they don't dumb it down. They don't dumb down the Star Trek like you think they would to make little kids understand it. So go check it out. It's on Paramount Plus. But Captain Janeway always goes up on my tree. Let's see. Moving on. So, continuing the tradition, since I've been opening some Voyager stuff, next up here is another ship that plugs into my light stream on my tree. It's the Delta Flyer. It's the very first commissioned Delta Flyer from. It was basically a glorified shuttlecraft, I thought. I didn't really get into Voyager like a lot of other people did, because it was always hard for me to find, hard for me to watch. I didn't really get into it till later on in the lore of Star Trek, when it was available to stream like it is now. So, but that's Tom Paris was usually the pilot of it, and his co-pilot was Harry Kim. So they have Robert Duncan McNeil or whatever his name is that played Paris, and Harry Kim, they have their own podcast out there. I think it's called the Delta Flyers. I'm not sure. I'm just now getting into the podcast thing, listening to podcasts. So, but yeah, go check it out. I think it's the Delta Flyers. It's got the stars, the guys that played Harry Kim and Tom Paris. They're out there. Pretty cool. But again, like I said, plugs in my tree. Let's see, moving on here. I won't open this, and this will probably not be on my tree this year. But I also have a set of mini Star Trek little ships that go along with another interesting little. If I can find it, it's in here. It's probably one of my prized possessions that I own. Where is it? Let's see. I have one of the coolest ornaments they've put out. is actually a Deep Space Nine, and I do have it. Where it's actually, that will probably go on my tree as well, because I always think it doesn't light up or anything, but it has a base that it comes with, and you can, there it is. I'll open this one for you, but an actual Deep Space Nine, and these ships kind of can hang off it. Like, it's kind of a cool idea, and I think they both came out the same year. Deep Space Nine, this one came out in 2001. Oh. And the little ship series came out, 1995. But it's cool though, because I don't know, they probably were not thinking at this at the time, but these actually can, there's little hanging places on, I'll open this and show you, but there's actual hanging bits that these ornaments can hang off of. And here's, this one was really cool. This was kind of one of my favorite ornaments, and like this actually plugs into a base that has talking and stuff, and you can just put it on your desktop, if like your desk, if you wanted to have a little desk memento. But it also hangs. It's really cool. But with it plugged into the base, and it actually speaks and talks, like a line that Commander Sisko says, Captain Sisko says. I think from the final episode, I'm not sure, but there's that. Like that was cool, because these are kind of set up that you can hook on, and it looks like the ship's docked at the space station. It's really cool. But this one's going on my tree. These I'll hold off on for later. Let's see. Get that. Like I said, I bounce around in all generations of. I'm glad you're sticking with me, whoever is that one person. I have a feeling I know who it is, but thank you for watching. This is just kind of my life. My collection's kind of turned into this big thing. We'll go back with Deep Space Nine. Got Captain Sisko. There he is. Avery Brooks. Got a chance to meet him, get his autograph several years back at one of the conventions I go to. Yeah, it's really cool. This is kind of what I've been wanting to do with my channel, my YouTube channel, is talk about all this kind of stuff. So not only you're getting an live unboxing, even though I've unboxed these before, but you're also getting kind of like some of the stuff I've, a little more in-depth look into my collection, if you will. But yeah, I've met Avery. Don't remember what year that was, but it was at a convention called Starfest. It takes place in Denver, Colorado. But this one, I like this one. This was, this was when he became captain. He's got his hands behind his back. But another object that he always carried around and had on his desk in his office was baseball, and he's holding on to that. So I thought this was kind of a cool figure. Continuing on with my captain figure collections, I've got all the captains. But again, that ornament came out 2001. So you're getting an eclectic view of my collection here. Let's move on. Moving on. Okay. This is not going on my tree this year because it's huge and it's not Star Trek. I'm going to keep it pretty much to Star Trek this year. But I do have a talking Darth Vader from Star Wars. And it's at that pivotal scene where, spoiler, I am your father. That when he tells that to Luke. So, I have this one. My mom also got me a bunch of, when there was only like one Star Trek ornament, she would kind of throw in a Star Wars one too, which is great. I like both franchises, but I'm more of a Star Trek fan. But this one was cool as well. Let's see. Moving along. Okay, going back to the Starship line. This one came out. It's kind of cool. Most of these boxes have like titles or years that they came out stamped right on them because they're, well, for the collector. So I got another Enterprise here. This is the Enterprise C. That was in only one episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. And it was from the episode Yesterday's Enterprise. And it was the one where they brought Tasha Yar back. And she was still a member of the Enterprise D. And she didn't die in the first season. It's probably one of the best Next Gen episodes, other than my favorite, Best of Both Worlds. But I'll get into that with another ornament coming up here. But this one lights up as well. And then by this, oh, I have to replace the batteries in this one. I just pressed it and it flashed. But so here it is, Enterprise C. But I'm gonna have to replace the battery, so I'm making a pile of ones I'm gonna have to replace batteries for. Moving on. This one I will probably be able to repost on my YouTube, this video that I'm making now, because basically I don't have any background noise, any copyrighted stuff going on in the background. I know it's upsetting because I really wanted to try to post my Facebook video from yesterday on my YouTube, but you know, that's okay. I might still be able to post the Twitch one I made here yesterday. I'm going to work on that here after a while. But next up, we've got another episode ornament. This one's from the original series called The Devil in the Dark. And it's when Spock talks to that little creature. I'll get it out here. But this one came out in 2014. This one talks. Let's see if I can find the button. But it's very highly detailed.
You're aware of the Vulcan technique of the joining of two minds. You think you can get through that thing? I'll try. That's all I got, Captain. It's in agony. No kill eye. What is that? A plea for us not to kill it? Or a promise that it won't kill us? I don't know, Captain.
So from another classic Star Trek original series episode. But yeah, this is kind of a cool little, you know, it's kind of cool for me to show you guys all these because I really enjoy them. I mean, I look forward to putting these on my tree every year. And, you know, I'm on my second tree that I've ever purchased. The original one I got from my uncle back in, when I first started getting the ornaments, it was not even the size of the tree that was on my stream yesterday, that you guys saw on my stream yesterday. So, you know, this is fun for me. Hope you're enjoying it too. Kind of just wanted to show you what a typical Christmas for me around here is. Next up, got the USS Reliant from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. This was the ship that Khan stole and went after Kirk in the Enterprise. But this, it lights up as well. Okay, where's the button? Let's see there. Got it all in its lit upness. But it's another battery one, so yeah. Simple little ship coming with you here. But no, I'm really, I don't know, I'm enjoying this. I don't know if I'm gonna have many people watch this after playback or whatever, but I'll try to post this on my YouTube channel. And hopefully my part 1 will be okay to post on YouTube that I did here on Twitch yesterday. Okay, going back to the captain's ornaments. I think this is my last one. This is my last one, I think. Ending it with Jean-Luc Picard standing in the hallway. This one came out in, let's 1995. Wow. Year after I graduated. But, there he is. No, Sir Patrick Stewart. Looking forward. It's coming next year. Paramount Plus plug. Will be Picard season 2. So stay tuned for that. Granted, yeah, the Star Treks they have now currently out there, and there's a lot, and there's, I think, well, one more series that I'm aware of coming. I think another one's in the works, but I like Picard. It was a little different. I think they tried to get some of the next gen fans to come back and give Patrick Stewart another chance. It was a great announcement. A lot of people thought it was boring. I don't know. I liked it. I've liked Star Trek in every form they've come out with so far. Like I said, the only one I really didn't watch on a consistent basis is because at the time I've watched episodes here and there, is Star Trek Voyager. But I do own them all. And every series I own them. And nowadays every series you can stream. So, but yeah, if I was to pick one that's my favorite from the current Treks that are out there, and I think there are 3 out there right now, which would be Discovery, Picard. No, there's 4. Discovery, Picard, Lower Decks, and Prodigy. I'm really a huge fan of Lower Decks, and it's kind of like this has turned into more of a Star Trek stream than, well, it is because I'm opening Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments, but yeah, I'm a big fan of the Lower Decks. I've got cosplay from uniform from Lower Decks that I've worn in. I've worn on the previous streams on here, and they're also on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I love Lower Decks. It's kind of the guy that did some of the earlier Rick and Morty stuff, which I've never seen. And I'll be honest with people, but people love that show. But yeah, give that a look too. If you have a Paramount Plus subscription. Yeah, I'm plugging Paramount Plus. Probably get busted on that when I upload it to YouTube. But anyway, moving on. Going with a different. So they started doing just character figures or ornaments too. And here's Jerry Ryan. That says I was talking about Picard. I thought, hey, here's Jerry Ryan playing 7 and 9 from Star Trek Voyager. This one was cool, and it's kind of got a lot of meaning for me now too. My cat's name, I named my cat after this character. 7, she was named 7, and it's mainly because her little implant, Jerry Ryan's implant, that's kind of what my cat's eye looked like. Like she had like light brown around her eye, kind of looked like a Borg implant. And so yeah, that's anyway, moving on. Let's see here. All right. God, I've got so much more to show here. Going back to the spaceships. This one is from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And they introduced this ship in season 2. I think it was season 2. It's been a while since I've seen some Deep Space Nine. But no, maybe it was 3. I think they introduced it in 3 when they brought Michael Dorn on from Star Trek The Next Generation as Worf. But this is the USS Defiant. I don't know. I'm not sure on that. Like I said, it's been so long since I've seen Deep Space Nine. But this is the Defiant. All I know is when I press the button, Worf talks. No, this just lights up. Gosh, it's been so long. Anyway, this is the Defiant from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Got my characters confused, but this came out in 1997. Plugs into your light string. It's really cool. It flashes, and this had the blinky twinkly lights on it, so that one's kind of cool. Hang on, I gotta get some water. I'm kind of getting dry here. Stand by. I think I'm about at the halfway point of what's going to go on the tree. Let's see here. Oh, I'll put this all back in the box. All right. Bouncing around again. Let's see here. We'll go back to figure collection. Up next, I got Subcommander T'Pol from Star Trek Enterprise. This one came out in 2003, played by Jolene Blalock. Very good character. She tried to approach. I feel like she tried to approach it from like from a Spock point of view. Like she kind of played the character similar to how Spock was in the original series. But there she is. Moving on. Let's see. Coming up next, bounce back to Voyager. We've got the holographic Doctor, played by Robert Picardo. Had a chance to meet him also at Starfest, and I got his autograph and got to talk to him. And this came out in 2002. But there he is, holding his little tricorder scanner. Let's see, moving on. Bounce back. Well, this one came out for Deep Space Nine. They put out a Lieutenant Commander Worf figure with his batleth. Came out in 1999. Have had a chance to meet Michael Dorn. He's a pretty cool guy in person. Got his autograph, got a photo with him. I think that was, I started doing photos much later, photos with the stars much later than I've done. So I'm kind of going back and getting. I get the autograph. I've got a lot of the autographs first, and I didn't do the photo with the star stain until I think the first time I did that was for Denver Comic-Con, which is now Fan Expo Denver. So, but here he is. Met him at Starfest, another Starfest convention guy that I've met. But here, he's swinging his batleth. Let's see, moving on. Going back to the ship line. I have so many ships, but also this one also plugs into my light string. So I also got the Enterprise D. This came out in 1993. So there it is. There's the light plug-in. So, of all the series, probably my favorite. I mean, oh yeah, I never said that. Original Trek, first generations of Trek, Next Generation. I grew up on it. Got me through high school. Yeah, but I was a next gen guy. Current Star Treks will probably be lower decks, and yeah. So we'll bounce to a movie. The last Kelvin timeline Star Trek movie they put out was Star Trek Beyond. So, and this is the USS Franklin from Star Trek Beyond. I actually liked Star Trek Beyond. Of all the Kelvin timeline movies, that was probably my favorite. Yeah, so but here it is. Looked a lot. I think they tried to go along with the look of the Enterprise, like the NX-01 Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise. I think that was kind of the look they were trying to go at. But it lights up. There's the cells light up. Pretty cool. That ornament came out in 2017. Looks great. Oh, haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing good there, buddy. I'm hoping that we get to go to Starfest this year. Yeah, better get it. Yeah, I get Christmas ornaments every year. Thanks for hopping in here. Yeah, I've got pretty much all the ornaments except some of the Comic-Con exclusives. Let's see. Next one I'll open up. Bouncing around back to the staying with the ships. Yeah, I really hope they have it. I was hoping I would have bumped into you at the Fan Expo. Oh, you're going again. Cool. Cool. But yeah, so I got, this is from the Enterprise from Star Trek First Contact, Enterprise E. This is another one that plugs into the Christmas tree light string. So, but there it is. Let's see. Kind of running out of room here. Let's see. Moving on. I do have another like desktop thing. Just you can hang on your desktop and it talks. The base talks. Oh, cool! Yeah, maybe we'll meet up and both be lower deckers together. Next ornament I got here came out in 2002. Is from Star Trek Enterprise. It's the NX-01 Enterprise, and this doesn't really go on my tree. It's quite a heavy ornament, and I've heard it. Yeah, I've actually Starfest is happening. I think it's happening in May. They moved it to the Hyatt Regency. Go to starfest.com, I guess, to find out. I just was reading about it the other day. Yeah, go check it out there. Yeah, but they've moved it to the Regency this year. It's not going to be at the Marriott. So cool. But yeah, so I got this one too. Came out I think 2000. Yeah, 2002, and the base talks, but it's very heavy and it's not good for an artificial tree. So, but moving on. This one won't go on my tree this year because I've got three. I've got three I already know that I'm getting. So I'm trying to slim down what I put on the tree so I can make the other ones work. So next up, this ornament came out in 2018. It's from Star Trek Discovery. It's the Discovery. I like putting all the ships on my thing. This was kind of, I don't know, I didn't like this one too well, like the quality and what they did with it, it could have been a lot better, in my opinion. But here's the Discovery. It's very, I don't know. It's a cool ship, but I don't know. The ornament was not as cool as I thought it was going to be. And it kind of lights up. You can kind of see it. I like what they're doing with the ship this season on Discovery. Yeah, it's pretty sleek. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of bland to me. I like the more color on it. I don't know. But there's the Discovery. Let's see, where am I at here? I don't even know how long I've been streaming here, but I know I've been going a while. About got all the stuff out that I was going to put up. Let's see, continuing on. Let's see. I'll show you that one here in a minute, because it's not Star Trek related, but it's going to go on my tree because it's my favorite ornament. Got another classic original series ship. It did. Yeah, I agree on that. It had some weird designs and stuff. Next up is the classic Bird of Prey, Romulan Bird of Prey from the original series. I like trying to get all the ships on my tree and a lot of the figures. This is another one that doesn't need the light string, it's the battery. But this one, man, I think it still works. Oh yeah, got the LED blue lights. Yeah, this one freaked out my cat when she was still around. But yeah, that's quite bright. But yeah, got the classic Bird of Prey on the bottom there. Really cool. Going up for sure. Let's see here. Yep, Balance of Terror. Yep. All right, moving on. I've got so much stuff here. Guess I'll go back to last year. Or well, no, this came out in 2019. Can't have a tree without a tribble. So this one's going on. It does shake and jiggle and stuff. Let's see if I can even get that to work. I think that it's dead because I couldn't shut it off last year. Might have to do some surgery and put a new battery in it, but it's a classic tribble right there. It's definitely going up. Okay, going back to Alien Craft. Next up, this ornament came out in 2000. Wow, this ornament's 21 years old. Wow. It's the Borg cube, and it does talk and light up, and it's all green when you plug it into the light string. Wow. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm old, man. I feel old too after opening that. I mean, I don't know how long you've been watching, but I've got the original 91 or 92 Galileo shuttlecraft too. But yeah, my first ornament, my first Star Trek ornament. But here's going back to the Borg cube. Kind of generic, kind of plain, but it was in the show too. You could only tell it was a Borg thing because it lit up green and stuff. I like how they portrayed it in Picard. They've kind of did a lot of upgrading to it, but it's a silver cube on my tree. Anyway, going on, that's going up. Let's see. Yeah, 21-year-old ornament. About to be 22. Wow. Yeah, I'm just. All right. Okay, keeping along with that Borg theme. Got another classic that came out in 2005. I do have the Guardian Forever one. It's very. I got it secondhand from a friend. and it's kind of got a glitch in it. It plays sometimes when it's plugged in the light stream, and it stays lit. It just, the wording and the dialogue don't work sometimes. But yeah, there's the Guardian Forever. I opened that probably earlier in my stream here, so. But staying along with the Borg theme, I have Locutus and the Borg theme from Star Trek First Contact, and it's been relived and replayed out. I think it was played out in Generations, and also played out, or no, it was played out in First Contact, and it was also played out with some of the newer, well, for a lot of Picard, the first season of Star Trek Picard. But plug that in the light string, and this glows up, and this plays the exact scene from Star Trek First Contact. Yeah, but I was lucky to get that Guardian on the Edge of Forever, because I missed out on it actually when it was brand new in the theater. Like, I had a friend that had some duplicates, and he gave me his when they didn't have a box and stuff. So, which is great, because yeah, I got a big nerd friend at work that collects the ornaments too. But I don't know why I'm putting that back in the thing. Let's see. Good old Homer. I've got still quite a few to unbox here, so I gotta move this along because I've got a few other things I gotta do this afternoon. This probably won't go on my tree because I've got so many Enterprises, but this one came out in 2016, and it's the gold version of the original Enterprise. Yeah, probably not going. This one's probably not going on my tree because I've got so many other Enterprises, but this one. Oh yeah, this one actually also plays the music from Star Trek and the Captain Kirk's opening line or dialogue from the original series. But this came out, I think, for the 50th anniversary. Yeah, this was the 50th anniversary Enterprise they put out. Probably not going on the tree this year. Moving back to the figurine ornaments that I got. This one came out in 1997. It's Lieutenant Commander Data at his position on the bridge. So there's that. His console on the bridge. It's kind of interesting because I'm looking at the ones I've opened so far. They're really done. A lot of the earlier ornaments were done from Hallmark. Were done by this woman right here. A lot of them, and she must be she was lucky to put out all these ornaments, and I like how they put pictures of the people that sculpted these because it's kind of cool along that line. Hold on to that one. Let's see. Probably a couple others that just came out more recently. I want to say in the last couple of years. I don't really have dates on these ones. Oh, these came out. These came out in 2018. Looks like, but they're probably not going on my tree either, because I've got so many other ones that. But I keep the ones I don't put up. But it's new representations of Kirk and Spock. I think I found these at Walmart. Yeah, it's been interesting. Hallmark's put out like exclusive figures and ornaments for like just for Walmart. There's a new one this year, and I might get it, but it's basically like it's the Enterprise, and it's hanging over with the, I want to say the Star Trek emblem symbol. Might pick that up later on the. But yeah, these are cool. Some of these I will probably hold back, and if I still have room on my tree, I think I've made enough room to include the 3 that came out this year from Hallmark. So, and I'll probably, I don't know, in a different stream or on my YouTube channel, I'll probably have those showed somehow. So those, hold those back for a different time. Going back to Star Trek Into Darkness, the second Kelvin movie, and this one came out, this ornament came out in 2014, and it's the Uss Vengeance. You know, I had problems with Into Darkness. It was fun because of Benedict Cumberbatch's part, but I don't know. You can't beat what they were trying to reproduce, but you still can't beat Ricardo Montalban as Khan. Spoiler, but it's, you know, it's kind of a generic shirt. Cool, man. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm still gonna be going here till I get through the ones that I'm gonna put on my tree. But you know, you can watch the full stream later on. I'll try to be able to post this one on YouTube because I don't have any copyright stuff going on yet. I don't know. They might strike me on the some of the ornaments that I've played that have sound. But yeah, thanks for watching, man. I'll hopefully catch up with you at Starfest. But going on, you know, here's the Vengeance. It's kind of generic. I don't think it lights up. No, yeah, I'm gonna have to replace the batteries on this one. Thanks, man. But here's the only thing that really lit up on this one was the little deflector dish, and it was like a blue color. But hell, it still goes on my tree because I tried to get the ships on my tree. I've been going through for an hour, about an hour here, so I'm gonna try to get this wrapped up quickly because going back to some of the first Next Generation ornaments, and this one was the year I graduated, and it's the original, or the Next Generation Klingon Bird of Prey. That was in several episodes. And it's one that also I can plug into my light stream. And as I break it, no, I didn't break it, but this one was cool because it had flashy lights at the deflect, or the little array thing lights up. But here's that one. No, I feel like, no, maybe I've gone a little longer than an hour. I don't know. I don't know how to tell here. Anyway, I'll keep going here because I want to get through this. I have like I said, I have so many ornaments, but I'm glad I had somebody pop in that I knew, so that's great. Coming up next, the Runabout USS Ganges, or Rio Grande, my bad. There was a Ganges too on Deep Space Nine, but this one, I think this one talks, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Michael Dorn does the voice on this one, and he gives you a little greeting. But it's one of the Starship runabouts from Deep Space Nine, and it plugs into the light string. So let's see here. Wow, more ships, more from the Kelvin timeline. It's the Enterprise from the Kelvin timeline. This came out in 2010. All the J.J. Abrams Star Trek verse, but here's the Enterprise from that era. Does it light up? Let's see here. It's not lighting up. Oh, there it is. This one needs batteries as well. Like a lot of these I've had, well, this one I've had since 2010, so this one's 11 years old. But there it is. But even if they don't light up, they're still cool to look at on my tree. Yeah, this stream's going a little longer than I thought it was going to go. I don't even know when I started now. I can't remember when I started. Let's go keep continuing here. So here from the original series is a Klingon battle cruiser, and this came out in 2009. And it's from the original series. And I know this one lights up because I've seen it lit up before. But this one's battery operated as well. Yeah, this one's totally lights up now. See, got the engine lights and the little battle cruiser from the original series. All right, moving on. Here's another figure from, or scene from a Star Trek episode, titled Arena. It's when Captain Kirk has that fight with the Gorn, and this ornament came out in 2013. And it's got sounds, so here we go. Okay. Like some of these I forgot what they sounded like, so that was, don't know if this got something else on it, but let me check. No, it's the same thing. But yeah. So that's going on the tree. Another scene from the original Star Trek. Circa 2013, that ornament. Let's see. God, quite a mess to clean up here. Anyway, moving on. Okay, hold on to those till the end. I've said that aren't specifically Star Trek ornaments. They're other likes that I have, but they're going on my tree because, you know. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this one on my tree this year. It's kind of boring. It doesn't really light up that well. The light's not very, this will go in my maybe pile to be put up, but it's Data and Captain Picard from Star Trek First Contact in the little Romulan ship they take to try to get off the Shinzon, I think it's Shinzon's ship. It's been so long since I've seen, no, this was from Nemesis, I'm sorry, not First Contact, but yeah. This came out 2003. Yeah, the problem with this one plugs into the light stream, but it's never, I mean, it shows a lot of green for the glow of the ship, but it's not very bright. It's kind of dull. I feel like you're supposed to be able to see these guys, but in the cockpit, but you're supposed to see Picard and Data in the cockpit, but you really can't. I mean, they look like they put some kind of tintedness on it. So this is going in on the standby pile for if I put it up later. But I have that one. Let's see. So going back to the original series on the figures, I've got this one from 2005. It's Khan, who played by Ricardo Montalban. And yeah, this was kind of, you know, from the episode Space Seed. Gotta move this along here. There he is. Let's go to the next one. I think I've been streaming for about an hour and a half now. Yeah, but this is fun though. I hope I got a couple people out there watching this, so that's great. Let's see. I'll go back to the ship line again. This is the future Enterprise D. Unfortunately, that won't play out ever because they blew up the original Enterprise D. but this was from the final episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Came out. This ornament came out in 2007, and it's the Enterprise, future Enterprise D from the Star Trek Next Generation All Good Things. And it's got, so you notice it's got the third nacelle, warp nacelle. It's pretty cool. Different array on top. This one lights up as well. Hey, look, it does light up. Got one that still lights up. Cool. Moving on. Gotta move this quite a... Hope I'm not boring anybody out there. I think this will be hopefully a good video to show that will play out on my YouTube channel. Hopefully. Another scene from, well, this is kind of interesting since they started doing these figures for the story time collection from Hallmark. This is actually a scene from that episode, Mirror Mirror, the original series episode with Spock, or with Mirror Spock and Dr. McCoy.
Minds are merging, Doctor. Our minds are one. I feel what you feel. I know what you know.
So that's pretty simple. I like that one. That's going on for sure. Let's see. Got another ship that came out in 2000. This one came out in 2013. It's the USS Kelvin from the first Star Trek Kelvin timeline movie. It was the ship that Captain Kirk's dad took command of in the Kelvin timeline. But here it is. This one lights up as well. Hopefully, yeah, it still lights up. Cool. Here's that one. That's going up. Okay. Gosh, I didn't realize how many I had. I knew I had a lot, but the box I keep them in is pretty big, pretty deep. So, okay, going back to the figurine line really quick here, from Star Trek Enterprise. This ornament came out in 2004. Hi, weird neighbor. Thanks for joining me. This is Commander Trip Tucker from Star Trek Enterprise. I usually put up all the figures. If you're just joining me, weird neighbor, I've been unboxing my Star Trek Christmas tree ornaments for probably the last hour or so. Got so many. But thanks for joining me there. You can also watch my stream from yesterday if you want to. I put up my tree, so you can see the tree that all these ornaments are going to go on, if you're interested in that. Going back to the original series one more time, this ornament came out 1997. It's Bones and standing in the transporter. Dr. McCoy. But there he is. I really love the detail on all these original figures, but ornaments that Hallmark's put out. Definitely going up on that. Jeez. Let's see here. Oh, well, cool. Yeah, if you just now joining, yeah, go back and kind of, when I'm done with this, go back and watch pretty much all the ornaments I've unboxed. They're all done by Hallmark. Yeah, I'm a big Star Trek fan. Watched the show in all its incarnations for 40 years or so. But I'm going to continue here because I got to kind of try to wrap this up here shortly because I got some stuff, other stuff to do. But up next, I've got the Romulan Warbird that was used in Star Trek: The Next Generation, and here's a little plug that you plug it into the light string, and yeah, it lights up green in the little thrusters and stuff. Yeah, you need it. Yeah, Star Trek has made tons of ornaments. As you go back and hopefully go back and rewatch this, you'll see the ones I've opened so far. Let's see. That ornament came out in 1995. So yeah, I've had it since 1995. A lot of these ornaments I've had quite a while. Kind of get wrapping down here. 2 ornaments that I'm probably not going to put on my tree this year. 2 more that because I've got a pile of stuff I'm not putting on my tree, but they're Star Trek. Are these 2 blown glass ones? One came out. Let's see. They both came out in. Trying to see when this came out. Both these came out 21 years ago. Okay. We got Lieutenant Commander Worf and Q. Worf went from when he was on Deep Space Nine, and Q from Star Trek: The Next Generation. These are both blown glass ornaments, very fragile, and I usually never really ever put these on my tree. They're just collectible, and I hang on to them. So, but those are gonna go back in the box here because I don't want to get into those because that's quite a undertaking to put back together. So one year it was kind of different. They put out what year was this? 2004, and these don't go on my tree either. I just have them. They're some of the Star Trek insignia logos. We got the original series, the Enterprise, and then Next Gen, Voyager, Deep Space Nine. They used this symbol. So this is a picture of. Oh yeah, the castle. Yeah, that's actually a puzzle that I put together with my family. So yeah, that is the correct thing. Yep. I collect all sorts of stuff, but yeah. And this is also I put up a North Pole Village for Christmas, so that's what that is behind me. But yeah, I forget you can see that in the stream. But yeah, that's a puzzle that I found at Walmart. So let's see here. Coming up next, this was another heavy ornament, and it's from came out in 2012, and it's the meeting of both Kelvin Spock and normal timeline Spock from the Kelvin Star Trek show or movie by J.J. Abrams with Zachary Quinto, Leonard Nimoy. But that one doesn't go on the tree either. It's very heavy. Kind of breaks the branches a little. Got another Magic Enterprise that just has a base and I can stick on your desk or whatever. This one came out in 2006, and it's just the Enterprise little base. I don't put that one up either because it's so heavy. Up next, got another episode scene. This is from this ornament came out in 2018, and it's from The Naked Time. It's when Zulu gets infected, the crew gets infected, and goes all out with his lance and tries to cut up everybody. This one doesn't go on my tree either. Like some of these, the ones I've been showing you won't go on my tree because, I have all the other ones, but some of these bigger ornaments are heavy. I mean, this one's kind of heavy too, but it also places some stuff from like the actual clip of when Sulu attacks Kirk in this episode. Yeah, so yeah, this one's cool. But also does not go on my tree. Another big one I have that I do have on my bookshelf is that's up kind of all year round. This one came out for Star Trek: The Next Generation's 30th anniversary, which was in 2017, and it's Picard and Data, just Picard in his chair, and it's a lot of like little banter between Picard and Data with the little voice clip they have. But this one's also very heavy, so this does not go on my tree either. Wow, this one's there. Hallmark released this one for the 30th anniversary of Star Trek, the original series, and it's got a heavy base. This 30th anniversary was in 1996, and when you press the little base here, well, there's a base for it. It's shaped like the Star Trek logo symbol, and it's just Kirk saying the famous words from the opening of Star Trek, the original series. I've got more little mini ships that came out. Let's see. These came out handcrafted. I feel like these came out, what year did these come out? But these you can also hang on the Deep Space Nine ornament that I have, that I've shown already. But I usually don't hang these up either with the ship, because it's kind of like, oh, well, okay. But little mini ships that hang off Deep Space Nine. I'm gonna about wrap this up here. Let's see. Another scene from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Another scene ornament. This one will go up. This one's heavy, but it goes. Since I put up all the other Wrath of Khans, this is the one ornaments. I'll put this one up as well. But it's this classic scene from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Ship out of danger. Yes. Don't grieve, Pepper. Just logical. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. I have been, and always shall be, your friend. Live long and prosper.
So that's what was a scene from Star Trek II. You guys know that famous scene very well, probably. But that's always been one I put up. That ornament came out in 2015. Oh, we about done here? I think we're about done. Thank you for staying with me this long. If you watch this back on the playback, I've got several, like, Hallmark started doing some weird stuff, and these all came out different years. But I don't put these on the tree because, let's see, I got the first one came out in 2008. It's the Star Trek Communicator. I don't know why they started going this way. I wish they would have kept with the ships but then they have the phaser that came out in 2009. Yeah, 2009. I get these out, but I feel like, if I remember right from last year, they didn't work because the batteries were out and I didn't replace them. And then finally, this one, this one came out in 2018. It's the original series Tricorder. Yeah, this was a kind of a weird way they took the ornaments. It would have been cooler, I feel like, if they would have put these in bigger form, like actual hand form. But that would have probably weighed your tree down quite a bit. But they all still work. I think Tricorder still works. But yep.
Partial pressure of oxygen 70 millimeters of mercury, nitrogen 140. Breathable if you're not running in competition. Just the facts, Doctor.
But they all had sounds from the the show. But yeah, they still work. But the way I'm sticking to a certain theme this year, so a lot of these little ornaments probably won't go up unless after down the road that I get. Geez. Thank you all for sticking with me for all this time. I've got a few more to unbox for you here. That will probably go on my tree. Let's see. These the ones I'm going to show you now. They've been releasing consistently for, well, 2000, I think 2010. Let's see, 13. I'm trying to look at the dates on these ones. 15, 16, 14. I'm going to try to do them in order for you really quick here. But these will go, all the ones I'm going to show you from going forward here will be on my tree for sure. Man, I've got so many ornaments. It's crazy. 11. Okay, so the ornaments I'm going to show you now were all, they did a series of the original crew, from the original Star Trek, and I'll open them all in order. Starting off first, this first one was released 11 years ago, 2010, and it's Captain Kirk. These will all go on my tree. All the ones I'm going to show you going, these last few. There he is. Let's see. That's the first one. Then the following year, 2000, I think this was 12. No, 2011. They did a Spock figure. Him holding this tricorder. That's going on the tree. Let's see here. Next up, can you guess? Because this one came out 2012. Under McCoy, Dr. McCoy. There he is, on the scanner and his hypo spray. Next up, this one came out in 2013. It's Scotty. There he is. Okay, 3 more. Next up in 2014, they did a Zulu one. This is all part of the same series line they had. And then he's looking at his tricorder. Next up, 2015, the one I'm going to show you is also from the same line. It's a Hora. She's also got a tricorder. I guess they couldn't figure out anything else to put on these guys. But there, she's looking at her tricorder. Got to meet Nichelle Nichols too. Back in 2000. Well, yeah, it's been 2019 when I met Nichelle, I'm sorry. And finally, the last in that Star Trek. The line was called Star Trek Legends. And the last one up is Pavel Chekhov, played by Walter Koenig. And I've been fortunate I got to meet him as well. The only ones that I didn't have never met from the original series were DeForest Kelly and James Doohan. I've met everybody else. Yeah, I got everybody else's autograph and got to meet them. So, but there's Chekhov. And lastly, but not least, these ornaments or two of the shows I grew up. Well, one's from a movie that I talk about a lot on, that I've talked about a lot on my YouTube channel, and the other is from probably my favorite TV series growing up as a kid. First, the one from the movie. It's the Flying Delorean from Back to the Future Part 2. These go on my tree because those are both meaningful. This was probably the most meaningful in my and I cosplay a lot as Marty McFly from Back to the Future Part 2. So, but DeLorean lights up. It's pretty cool. But this goes up on my tree. And finally, probably from my favorite show growing up as a kid. Looking forward to, they got some interesting stuff coming up for that, coming out for this show coming out next year. Playmobil's putting out some cool stuff. This ornament, well, the Back to the Future one ornament came out. Let's see, which year did that come out? I feel like it was just recent. I think in the last couple of years. But wrap this up with this ornament. Came out in 2013, and it's Kit from Knight Rider. Like I said, Playmobil's has a Knight Rider Kit replica in their line coming out soon, probably early next year. So I'll probably get that and do a review on that, show you that guys that. But you gotta look for that stuff on my YouTube channel. I know this talks. Where's the button? There it is.
I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, a kit if you prefer.
So, Kit voiced by the famous William Daniels. You guys all know him later on. He played Mr. Feeney in Boy Meets World. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today. This was quite a little trip down memory lane for me. If you're new to my stuff, go find me out on YouTube. You can follow me there. My channel on YouTube is DFX1701. Stand by. You could probably also find me on Instagram by the same. I can't remember if I caps that on my YouTube channel. It's all caps, DFX1701. Instagram, I think it's the same. And if you're watching me here now on Twitch, it's DFX1701D. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. This has turned into quite longer than I thought this was going to be. But I appreciate you all for watching, and this will probably be posted on my YouTube channel later on. Yeah, go check it out, and you can see all the stuff I opened previously if you just are now watching this. Until my next stream, I have some stuff planned for next week. We'll see how it pans out, but until next week, live long and prosper. Thanks for watching. So if you're watching this outro, you watched my whole video. Thank you for doing that. That means a lot to me. I hope you all have a great holiday season. Until next time, live long and prosper.